ARIA Las Vegas, the focal point of CityCenter on the Strip, turns 15 next month. Now, who stayed there? Who's played there? Dined there? Partied there? As ARIA celebrates its birthday, we're off to see what it has to offer in 2024 and whether it still sings the right notes.
Plus, you're going to get to watch me eat the messiest egg sandwich on camera I've ever eaten.
So get ready, because this adventure starts right now. If you've never been here, ARIA is set back from the Strip just far enough to allow for a dramatic traffic circle and is a good spot to snap a pic of those curvy towers, one 40 stories and the other 50. Inside them are 4,004 rooms and suites and a property worthy of both the AAA Five Diamond and Forbes Travel Guide 5-star rating. In the center of the traffic circle is a water feature called Lumia, designed by the talented team at WET. It's a mesmerizing design featuring a series of colliding water streams. Overhead is one of the best ways to save a walk on the Strip, a tram running a distance of more than 2,000 feet called the ARIA Express. It shuttles passengers between Park MGM, Crystals, ARIA, Vdara, and Bellagio all day long, and all for free. Couldn't help but notice this alluring collection of sports cars on display. I'm guessing that you can rent them for a sweet ride while you're in town, that is, if your credit limit allows. ARIA first opened its doors in December 2009. There was no particular theme. The designers meant for its attraction to come from the beauty of the architecture and the natural materials used in construction: glass, wood, stone, and plants. Speaking of which, we've always loved the changing lobby decor. I wonder what we have in store today. Okay, my friends, our garden gal is just a little underwhelmed by the Formula One banners. They're certainly relevant. The Las Vegas race is just weeks away, but not much of a wow factor. That being said, this is a magnificent lobby, flooded with natural light and those natural elements we mentioned earlier, marble and wood. Also worth a look is this 87-foot-long, 3,700-pound art piece behind the check-in desk made of reclaimed silver. We couldn't resist, had to stop a minute and pay homage to some of the magnificent and truly inventive lobby displays ARIA has featured in the past. I hope they have plans to bring that back, at least for the holidays. Moving on, the lobby bar has received a makeover since we were last here, and it's red. The color scheme is crimson and crisp white, and the woods are dark and rich looking. ARIA's lobby bar has always been a favorite spot for us to enjoy an adult beverage, and right now it appears they're celebrating the 200th anniversary of Macallan, one of Scotland's finest exports. Perhaps we need to stop in here for a wee dram in these gorgeous new surroundings. Towards the back of the lobby, we find three of ARIA's many fine restaurants. Cathedral is the most recent addition, an import from New York City that opened last year. The interior is stunning, and the menu is inspired by the Mediterranean coast. Now, how have we never been to Catch? This hallway is one of the most intriguing in Las Vegas, and Catch is well known as the restaurant for celebrity spotting. And to the right, Chef Julian Serrano's Tapas Restaurant, which earned acclaim as soon as it opened. Have you tried any of these? Leave a comment and let us know. Now here's a fun fact you might not know. ARIA is the only casino in the CityCenter complex. And it's a big one, 150,000 square feet, and also one of the most technologically advanced. The slots are centrally controlled and monitored, where real-time play data is collected and analyzed. Then, the machines are changed to play the most popular games at any given time. Also worth noting is their fresh air ventilation system that filters out smoke. And trust me, my friends, it works. Plus, ARIA has the most elegant set in the air, a true customer favorite. This is the poker room, and how much do we love these columns made of cards? The room has 24 tables and hosts events of the World Poker Tour. 10 years ago, ARIA hosted the first WPT 500, and it was held here for many years after that. ARIA is of course part of the MGM family, which means the sportsbook is affiliated with BetMGM. Place your wager and enjoy the game in a luxurious armchair, grab a drink at the bar, and then go for pizza at Moneyline. They were just firing up the ovens when we went by, but come 11 a.m., this is the spot to grab a craft beer, order up pizza and wings, and still catch all the sports action on the plentiful TV screens. ARIA's expansive casino floor has its share of convenient bars, but Alibi Ultra Lounge is the standout. They offer artistic cocktails, unparalleled service, and an opulent setting to enjoy them in. What a beautiful room! All right, my friends, if you're looking for seasonal autumn decor in here, we finally found it, down past the high-limit rooms in the Sky Suites lobby. This is a pretty stunning display, and it was being meticulously cared for while we were there. By the way, 2 classy Asian restaurants can be found in this area as well. Blossom, featuring the best of Chinese cuisine, and Lemongrass, the first Thai restaurant on the Strip. Believe it or not, Paula and I have never done a stay at ARIA, although, thanks to our friends Tracy and John, and Lori and Rod, we have had the opportunity to take a peek at the famous Sky Suites. ARIA has 568 suites on property, and they're a big part of the reason Forbes names this one of the most luxurious hotels in the world. Plus, we hear that even what you see here has been recently refreshed and redone. At casino level, ARIA's outstanding collection of restaurants continues with Javier's. The architecture alone draws you in. The bar serving a selection of the world's finest tequilas. And a dining room where you can enjoy Mexican fare from enchiladas to steak. Din Tai Fung landed at ARIA in 2020, the largest U.S. location for this renowned Taiwanese dumpling and noodle house. The artistry and craftsmanship is what sets this dining experience apart. When we did our best burgers on the Strip video a while back, many of you suggested that Posh Burger should be on the list. This casual dining option at ARIA gets rave reviews for their burgers, and we still haven't tried it yet. It was 8:20 a.m. when we hit this spot, the Patisserie, and suffice it to say, this was the place to be for breakfast. Lines everywhere. Looking at the offerings, handcrafted daily from the freshest ingredients, we can see why. And those bakery items, how in the world could you even choose? Now, if you're looking for something to take home as a souvenir treat, this selection of macarons is perfect and there's no waiting. We're finally leaving the casino and moving on to other parts of the resort. But what is this? The folks at the patisserie created what they call a spooky forest, and it is that. Ravens and skeletons and Venus flytraps? I shudder to think. But every single thing in this masterpiece, which took the culinary team 8 weeks to complete, is edible. Okay, shrugging off that macabre little window display, let's head down a level just to show you this unique water feature. It's called Lattice, an indoor water wall trapped inside glass panels that rises or falls an impressive 40 feet. It's one of several water features on the property that make ARIA stand out. ARIA is very popular among the younger visitors, and Jewel Nightclub is one reason why. It's a 24,000 square foot space designed by the Tao Group and featuring a vibrant lineup of world-class DJs and performers. Back at street level, this area is called the North Lobby, and it too affords access to the traffic circle outside. It leads directly into the casino and also takes us up to the second floor promenade. ARIA's promenade has been reinvented numerous times over the years. As you step off the escalator, here's a bit of retail therapy. And a busy Starbucks location. On our right is ARIA's food hall concept. We'll be back to take a closer look at that in just a minute. The Strip's leading authority on breakfast spots, by that I mean Miss Paula, has scoped things out ahead of time and chose this place to feature in today's video, Breakfast at Salt and Ivy. This casual dining restaurant opens at 6 a.m., but they don't do reservations. And it's now 9 and the line is daunting. But before we go elsewhere, let's at least take a peek inside Salt and Ivy. Tell you what, my friends, way too busy. We'll come back another time, maybe a little bit earlier in the day. So, there's always a plan B, right? This is it, ARIA's food hall concept called Proper Eats. We just love the casual, relaxed lounge aspect in this area, as if you're in your own living room. And of all the bars on the Strip, isn't this one a beauty? The Proper Bar, with its oval shape and windows overlooking the pool, is just about perfection. The bar is perfectly situated adjacent to an example of the newest fast food concept on the Strip, the upscale food hall. About 2 years ago, ARIA swapped out its buffet for this 24,000 square foot foodie destination featuring an eclectic collection of eateries and a bright and modern environment to enjoy your meal. By the way, you can enter Proper Eats directly from the main hallway, and around here, if you want breakfast, all you need to do is look for the longest line. Egghead comes to us from Manhattan, New York, courtesy of the Tao Group. The egg sandwich is their signature, made on fresh baked potato brioche bread and filled with classic breakfast goodies. It's become a sensation for both hotel guests and locals.
Hello and good morning. I'll tell you what, friends, editorial comment from me. Anybody that thinks Las Vegas is on its way out has never been here on a Monday morning. This place, ARIA, is jammed. I stood in line for 20 minutes at 2 different restaurants before I finally grabbed some breakfast. It is 9:30 in the morning. There are crowds everywhere. And this is only one resort out of dozens and dozens up and down the strip. Las Vegas is booming, my friends. Okay, end of rant. No tea at Egghead, which is where I ended up going for breakfast, so I went for orange juice. I am at Proper Eats. I've never had Egghead. So I had egg salad over at the Cosmo, which is one of my favorite breakfast sandwiches I've ever had in my life. Take a look at this one. I think it's got some competition. What do you think? This is I forget the name of it, Chelsea, I think, and it's a combination of egg, sausage, cheese, tomato, some spicy aioli, which I just got on the side. But I just want you to, once I unwrap this, look at the thickness of this thing. I think it's 2 eggs in there. OMG. Can I bite this? I don't know. Let's try. It's messy. You don't eat this with a fork. Crazy lot of flavors. The cheese is really, really good cheddar. It all fell apart though, let me show you. So I still might end up eating it with a fork. The other thing I got is a cheesy hash brown. Check that out. It's a cube. And I thought that was kind of a unique thing, so I went for it. It's, I don't think it's your McDonald's hash brown. Let's try this. We'll put on the screen what kind of cheese that is. That is amazing. It's got some savory spices, but not too much. Ideal for breakfast. Also not greasy. Wow. Big fan of that. All right, you guys, just for you, one more bite of this mess of a sandwich. Look at this. Great flavors. The place has a line. It deserves it. Big thumbs up for Egghead.
All right, let's wrap this up with a few more highlights on the Promenade Level. ARIA boasts a whopping 500,000 square feet of convention space on multiple levels. Did you know last year Las Vegas convention attendance was nearly 6 million people? That's up 20% from the year before. Conventions are big business right here. Now, as if all the restaurant options at ground level aren't enough, there are 3 fine dining establishments up here to choose from. Bardot Brasserie offers up classic French comfort food brought to you by famed chef Michael Mina. The steakhouse is renowned for serving Kobe A5 beef, plus cuts from around the world. And Carbone is a throwback to Italian-American restaurants from the mid-20th century. We actually dined there a few years ago. Pasta, meatballs, and superb lemon cheesecake. Now, speaking of dining... Okay, we're walking through the ARIA. We're checking out all the places. We see these wood-fired ovens over here, and we're going to walk by and not get a pizza? Not going to happen. We're at Moneyline, and we both... Well, no, I think we're going to share a pepperoni pizza, and when it gets here, we'll show you exactly what it looks like. Oh my gosh. Look at this thing. Is that amazing? I'll tell you what. I don't eat pizza a lot because, you know, I'm old and I don't want to be fatter than I already am. But this looks amazing. I can't wait to bite into it. wait a minute. I have to put my mic over here. I am a very sophisticated pizza eater. I must cut it with a knife and fork because that's the only socially acceptable way to eat pizza. Wow. Oh, that sauce is amazing. Oh, mozzarella, it's just smothered on top. And these little tiny pepperonis, these little guys, can you see those? I love these. They're so good. There's a place in California that does this kind of pizza, and I can't remember the name of it, but man, we loved it over there. This is terrific. Let's see what Paula thinks.
Okay, my friends, should I be uncivilized? I'm going to shove it in my mouth. He's right. That cheese, I love how dark the cheese is. I think that's why we love it. And these little curly pepperonis, they're super done. That's an unusual sauce. I'm really a fan. That is really spiced in a unique way. Cinnamon, maybe? Big thumbs up. Delicious. I'm gonna stuff my face.
In today's visit, we only hit the public areas of ARIA, but this is truly one of those resorts you never have to leave. It's got everything. That being said, ARIA is in a great location on the Strip, plus you've got the tram. So stay or go, you're covered either way.
Well, hey, just like that, we are home from our sojourn down to the ARIA.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's been a long time since I've been in the ARIA. It is a gorgeous place, and you know what's strange about it? It smells just like our house.
No kidding, he made me laugh. We actually shop at Aroma Retail here in town, and they have a dead ringer scent for ARIA. I think it's called Asian Garden.
Yeah.
And the casino smells exactly like our living room.
And I'll tell you, we spray it in here, and you feel like you're down at the ARIA. It's really a nice place, and we went down there with not any kind of expectations, just to celebrate their 15th birthday, right?
Really, we did. We just wanted to see. It's kind of a momentous occasion. We wanted to see if it's showing any wear and tear, if it's showing its age, and the answer is absolutely not.
It's a beautiful place. They just redid what's the lounge they have there?
Lobby bar. It used to be blue, and now it's this brilliant crimson color. And yeah, every time you turn around, something's different at ARIA, and always new and exciting restaurants as well. I'm so glad we got to sample 2 of them.
Yeah, Paula had a great breakfast, and I'll tell you what, that pizza was number one. I don't eat a lot of pizza, but that pizza was really good.
We loved it. We had great service. It's kind of a hidden gem. It was lunchtime. There weren't a lot of people in there, and oh my gosh, I love those curly pepperonis.
All right, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button. Anything else you want to tell these nice people, Miss, what's your name again?
It's Paula. Should I wear a name tag?
Miss Paula.
So, does it still hit the high notes? What do you think?
We love it. I hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.